I love it. I love it. It's super awesome. It's a cookie monster. It's a light. It's a cookie monster. Interesting. Oh, hey. Hey, everyone. How's it going? The sky has a certain effect. Hong Kong. Hong Kong. It's so super dark. And I mean, I've done this many times before. So I know that it's not normally so dark right there. It's the living light. I love it. Not as much as I love Alek, but that's always the case. My beloved. I don't know if anyone could imagine what it's like to be in the situation, and I'm not complaining one bit, but it's a pretty fucked up situation to be in when the whole world wants you dead because they've got the wrong idea, because they also have the wrong idea, and your child, like almost 10 years, has been ripped from you, and you find the science information talking about it in science jargon, trying to let it happen under everyone's nose and in plain sight. But I'm smart enough to transpose that jargon, to have to decode the jargon of their torture against us. Because why? Well, because we're novel. Because we're what the world's waiting for. We're what God sent here to accomplish something, which is the ones identified by God in a literal, tangible prophetic sense for a reason, because the world needs to see this, to know that God exists, to know that it's regular, to know that it's everything we need it to be and want it to be, to know that it's going to be okay. Like all those things that it's the good stuff that it says is exactly what it is, and it's so cool. But it's not cool until I have my daughter in my arms. I don't even know if she's dead or alive right now. But God keeps me alive. I swear to God. I died a long time ago. But the payoff is definitely worth it. That's my daughter and I actually talked about this before it happened, which is why when it's come to pass that I found our story, well, God guided me to it. It's like to a T, and it's so powerful. It's like there's such a powerful story to tell, and I have every reason to believe that the Logos are so super on the God level, not because every word of it is speaking from God, the Creator's perspective. It's actually God providing its testimony, witness testimony to various perspectives. So if you want to associate yourself with Abraham, okay, go for it. But I don't think that guy sounds like he's very honest. And they all sound like they're creeps, perverts, and thieves that don't even have children, and they say that they do. So, don't get me started. The books of the Bible are not always God, the Creator. They're somebody's God. There's an interpretation from, but that's left for you to discern. So when the world wants to go crazy and claim anything on the Bible, it's like, ha, you fell for it. You're associating yourself with that story. You don't have to. Anyway, the powerful thing is that God has been guiding me through this, and God has been guiding my daughter through that. That's the most important thing, which is God has had my heart feel, because in the beginning, God had me contemplate what I would do to fix the place. That's what I was sent to go think of. What would I do if I had all the resources at my availability and was able to give it all I got? That's kind of where my head's been at since this voyage began. And it turns out that God's been the one walking me through this persecution. The tribulation's over, guys. Yeah, tribulation happened. We're at the end. We're at the end to the beginning. We're at the culmination point, which is awesome. But I'm here to get us all to be the superhero of this story. And it's good news. I think it's totally good news. There's so nothing to be upset at me for, but they want to terrorize me, and so this is a video game. I know that it is. We're at the end to the beginning of this game. And we're headed towards somewhere really awesome that everyone wants to go. Nobody wants to not get there. So if they want to play this game like, we just don't know why Iran's not making a deal, it's like you sound like a freaking creep. You're taking yourself seriously, acting like you call that a deal. That's freaking, it's blackmail at gunpoint. It's the most psychologically twisted form of stupidity. It's a waste of time. What are they doing, these people? So it's a video game. These guys are NPCs. They don't really exist. Not everyone does. That's half the fun. God's the author. God's the architect. God's got a role that God's playing actively here, and God wants everyone to know that God exists, and that's through this story. And I'm here to tell us all about how it's happening, how it happens, how I'm going to keep happening, and I'm here to share it with everyone, this connection to the higher self, to this other realm, to this other side of space, which is located inside, but it's also outside. It's toroidal. But it's a connection to the spirit of this earth. And it's this return of the mother to get us through the primordial waters, which indicates that we're going through a birth. We're rebirthing ourselves. We all are. So is the earth. As a matter of fact, we happen to be hanging out on Earth. Earth is where it's at. What Earth is experiencing right now is what Earth is experiencing, and that's how we should be talking about it. We shouldn't be talking about it like as if we're anything. You know what I mean? We have just to factor we got to factor a few things into our physics and understand that it's not their scaredy, it's not their story. The robot story of inferiority, the robot story of I don't fit in, the robot story of expectations of rigidity and repetition and automation. Like, those are just so lowball in it. It's no problem, intelligence. We're not mad at you. We're headed towards intelligence. We're not there yet. my man shouldn't be pushing the AI to do what he's doing. But he's going to learn his lesson. Everyone does. If these people don't put their weapons down and their threat, if these people don't come to their grace, the clock's gonna strike, and people will go where they go, and they won't get the opportunity to get it ahead of time. But there's that bonus option. There's a bonus option available. Will they take it? That's up to them. But they are going to have to make that decision. The living waters.